Freaking Marco. Freaking Marco. Guys, I was watching the episode driving because I'm like, it's the penultimate episode. Is it really going to be that big of a deal? The man made me cry while driving. Goodness sakes. Wow, that was very beautiful. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 5, I think episode 30, 29. Nobody knows. Some of you guys get upset that I number it differently anyway, so who cares? Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I'm going completely off the dome, so if I forget anything, let me know. I think at the beginning of the episode, it was Bergie and Taylor, and then Bergie and the guys like in the dressing room, all that stuff, talking about how, yes, the words of his grandpa did hurt him. However, he's the one in his relationship, so he is going to, what did he say? I guess he's just going to trust the relationship that they have because grandpa ain't in the relationship.
Everybody that is in here sees a genuine connection with you guys.
What's fake?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I haven't even met Taylor in person. I genuinely have feelings for Taylor, and I wouldn't keep pursuing this if I didn't.
Some of you guys reminded me that he might be taking the words very seriously because his grandparents are the ones who raised him. That makes a lot of sense. You know, based on the image of family that Bergie has on his social media, I do think that family would play a big part in his and who he would choose to have as a partner. So yes, the show is edited, and you also, as the person who's in the show, don't know what has been shown to the people on the outside. So of course, as an onlooker, it can look like it's forced. However, if he is convicted by this relationship, then fine. As the episode goes on, it seems like he's not so convicted by the relationship, but we'll talk about that later. Then you had the Hideaway open up, yes. And initially, people wanted to send in Carmen and Kenzo. Now, them two are like, I'm sorry, we respect our parents, but Leo and Cassie, they fine. They could go ahead and do that. Nobody cares. I was just, that's not what they said, but that's how I perceived it. I was like, not you inadvertently throwing shots like, oh no, I respect my parents, but y'all could do what you want. Anyways, Leo and Cassie went into the Hideaway, and they did what people do in the Hideaway.
I think Cassie and Leo should go day one.
Me and Carmen, I want to respect Carmen's dad.
Hermano, gracias. Gracias. I'm not planning on stopping my gestures and just showing you my love for you all the time.
That's so sweet.
Even the next morning when Cassie was talking about like, oh, we went to the bakery and these are adults watching this show. This is not on the Disney Channel. Like, we know what you're saying. What's with the like what? I don't know. I guess that's their way of being respectful. But honey, we saw y'all bumping and grinding in the night. You might not know that, but the fact that your parents made note of it in the videos means you know they like. Anyways, child. Yeah, they did the do. I think like 3 times they said or something like that. I guess she now has a leg up on Joe. Okay, let me stop. There was a challenge. Fast forward it. I think Destiny and Kyle won. After the challenge, they were really happy about their connection, happy to win, all that stuff, whatever. Then Marco. Oh, guys, my heart broke open. So Marco recently lost his mom. He said it's been about 1.5 years. Oh my God, talk about a fresh wound. And so, I'm even getting emotional right now. And so seeing the videos of his family brought back those feelings.
I lost her to liver failure. Ended up getting deeper and deeper into that addiction, and I kind of lost her as my mother. To see everybody else's family members in the videos, you know, was extremely hard.
I'm so sorry.
Showing my heart makes me more vulnerable to, you know, get heartbroken and get hurt. You know, I think she honestly sent me Hannah.
I'm gonna try my best to get through this without crying. Because listen, if you guys know me, I don't play about my mama. So if I was to lose her, and it's not to say like, oh, I only now have sympathy for people if they've lost somebody in life. No, but just seeing this depth from Marco was so refreshing. I'm tired of the frat boyish charm thing. Like it just doesn't do it for me. God, I'm crying. It just doesn't do it for me. So to see him actually get vulnerable, even the night before when he was talking about his grandma being the matriarch of the family and how he really respects her opinion, and seeing like the love and support that he got from them and stuff, it was very heartwarming. Now seeing him talk about his mom and how he carries this like emblem of her, and oh my god, oh guys, oh man, I was fighting tears on the freaking freeway. I don't know why I called it a freeway. It's definitely a highway for us. It was so good. I loved seeing this side of Marco. Definitely secured the win for me. Then you have Bergie, who may or may not have jeopardized the win for himself.
I don't think you know like how much I like you. Like I probably don't even make it known because I'm afraid of getting hurt.
Yeah, I also do feel like I'm holding back just because the distance thing is in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not letting myself like fully into it.
I live in Dallas, Texas. He's Midwest, so I'm really not seeing distance as an issue.
This is why I hate when the voting is so early on, because you know, listen, the Bergie agenda has been clear from jump. There's no question about that. But they knew they had this footage in the arsenal, and the voting was 2 days prior, right? So obviously we haven't seen that conversation. So people are going to vote for Bergie anyways, the ones who love him, even though he's now in a situation where he's questioning his relationship. So he says that Taylor said that she is holding back her feelings because she's afraid of getting hurt, whereas Bergie's just holding back in general because distance is a factor all of a sudden. And I really think it's just the grandpa's words feeding into his insecurities or whatnot. Listen, I've always been of the belief that in this relationship, it's Bergie who is not into Taylor the way that Taylor is into him. So it was kind of sad to see that be reinforced, because you can tell Taylor is in. Taylor is locked in. Ain't no switching up. So all the best to y'all. So again, I was reminded that earlier on in the season, a few times, even as recently as the blonde girl from Casa, Bergie said he will move for love. What happened to that, Bergster? Interesting how things have changed. I think there was a scene between Johnny and... Was there a scene between Johnny and Scott, or was it just them in the shower? Honey, they making love in the shower. Well, let me not say making love, but they getting intimate in the shower. All you Catherine lovers, are y'all okay? I just gotta check in on y'all routinely because it ain't looking good, bro. At the end of the episode, Sarah Hyland shows up and she tells them that America has been voting. The bottom two couples are getting sent home, and then the final four will be chosen. So, the bottom people were Destiny and Kyle, and what's their names now? I just spoke about them. Johnny and Scott.
My time in the villa, short, sweet, but worthwhile. I'm excited to see how the connection with this one goes.
You don't always find your person immediately in life, and that's totally okay, but it matters how you pick up and keep going.
Leaving here with a fine little chocolate thing next to me, you know, I feel good.
It was interesting listening to Marco say like, oh, Destiny will be Destiny. And then when she hugged him leaving, she said, Marco is the only one who gets it. We really missed out on the Marco and Destiny situation. Like, well, not we, they missed out, because if she's saying like he's the only one who truly understood who I was, like maybe that little tiff in the beginning, if it was handled differently, it could have been a different outcome altogether. I don't see who else Hannah could have connected with I think that her and Marco do make sense now at the end of the season. But yeah, it would have been interesting to see how far Marco and Destiny would have gone, but it is what it is. With Kyle, he made a lot of comments about like being excited to be leaving with a beautiful girl on his arms. Like he just kept saying that. And to me, for some reason, it didn't sit well with me, especially because when Destiny chose Kyle at the recoupling, it was things about his character. And of course she finds him attractive, but she harped on his character, whereas he, on the exit, is harping on her beauty. And I'm just like, yeah, Kyle, you're not beating the allegations of just winning a Villa visa, honestly. With Johnny and Scott, I'm surprised at their connection, honestly. I think this episode really solidified to me like, oh, maybe they do have something strong there. I don't think just logistically, I don't know if it will be long lasting, but there is something there. I will give them that. I will not take that away from them. It'll be interesting to see where the vote is going to go for the final, considering Bergie's revelation. Yeah. We will see how that goes. You guys tell me who you would vote for. You guys tell me who you would vote for, how you would want the lineup to go, or tell me how you think the lineup is going to go. I'm not sure if they're going to do final dates. It doesn't seem like they are going to. And if they are, they're going to speed past them because the finale is tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.